Hello my scrappy friends and welcome to my YouTube channel today. Melinda here with you, and today I am sharing a page I created for Cut to You. It is a 12 by 12 layout and I am using this Traveler's Notebook Together Documented file, and this is the page I have created. So you can see I've cut that, that title to fill the left hand side of the page. These are the two photos that I am scrapbooking. Our bunny is the bunny on the right hand side and his name is Olaf, and Milo is the one on the left and that is his brother. So I'm showing you that I have backed my cut file. The collection I'm using today is an old but a favourite collection of mine. It is Chamel's True Stories, I think. Yes, I think so. I've still got some 12 by 12 pattern papers, obviously, and I have got some scraps of 6 by 6 papers and some cut aparts and that kind of stuff. So that's what I've used to back my cut file. For the cut file, I have simply flipped over the cut file, traced the outside of the letter, trimmed around it, and then stuck it behind. I cut the cut file big enough that it would offset the two 3 by 4 photos, and I kind of have a grid kind of layout happening here. And I've done a little bit of mixed media in the background. I've used my brayer. You may have seen something similar last month for Scrap the Boys, and you'll notice there's a subtitle on this page, Play Nice or Go Home. When I first saw the mood board last month, the Play Nice or Go Home made me think of these rabbits, because these like I said, they're brothers, but when they get together they do what rabbits do best, you know, breeding like rabbits, and it's really quite hilarious to watch because they are brothers, and you just kind of go, stop it, get off, stop doing that. So it is quite funny, and the Play Nice or Go Home just kind of, it's what I immediately went to was this photo of these bunny rabbits and the story that goes with it. So I was told, so our rabbit went to his brother's place for a few days while we were away over the New Year. And after the first day or so, they settled down and did play nice, which was good to know. I have, like I said, I've used acrylic paint in the background with my brayer. What I've done is pulled the colours from that background paper because it is lots of colours, and I've decided to pick up on the dark blue, and as you can see here, the pink, and I have also added splatters in white and black using my India ink, and I'm just adding some pink splatters as well, and then I'm going to finish off with some of these same navy, so it's the acrylic paint that I used, just added water, and I'm splattering that on the background. Once I finish splattering, I'm going to put my background aside to dry completely, and I can work on my layers and things. I don't know why my mat's a bit skewy, but it's okay. So I'm able to work on these layers, well, this layout essentially, without the background there. And I'm just laying out the bits how I think I want them. As you can see, this is what I have got left of the True Stories collection, and I'm just adding layers behind my photo. Again, it's all mostly scraps. I really love this collection, and if you haven't noticed, I'm on a bit of a use up my stash kick so far this year, so getting things used up gives me great joy. Okay, so I'm going to use this. Now, what do? I think, yes, I cut out the sentiment because I was pretty sure that I could use that somewhere else. You know, so much for getting the bits used, but that's okay. So I'm just going to use that to layer behind my photo. And I've used all of these colours in the cut file, and they're all in the background paper as well, so they all just tie in beautifully. It's one of the good things about using a collection. I'm pretty sure too that my photos have got foam behind them, and I've done stitching, white stitching around the border, or maybe they don't have foam, and I'm not sure if it's tissue paper or vellum, but I think there's a layer of tissue paper. Yes, there is foam there, and I'm just distressing all the edges here. Seems to be something I'm really enjoying at the moment, so I'll just roll with it. Right, so just adding some more layers behind my photos. Really complicated stuff here. So how are you going? How's your March treating you? How on earth are we in March already? That is crazy. I believe we're like in week 5 of school as well. This year is seriously just flying. It's crazy. Have you used any of the Traveler's Notebook cut files, either in a Traveler's Notebook or out of a Traveler's Notebook? Have you thought about using them on a traditional page or in another way? Do share. We would love to see. Make sure you pop over to the HQ group to share. Okay, so I decided I wanted to add on to my title, and I was going to do Brothers Together again, and decided to drop the brothers and to change the again to pink puffy alphas, which I really like better. And I'm just going to, they are currently on a piece of packaging actually. Just resting there for now, and I'm just playing with the few bits and pieces I have left. Do you ever find that when you get to the last bits and pieces of a collection, you find it really hard to finish it off? There's a part of me that doesn't want to use it all up because then it will all be gone, but there's a part of me that wants to get it all onto a page so that I'm finished with it. Yeah, are you the same? How do you feel about finishing off collections? So I did want to use these wood buttons. You can see I've got almost the whole sheet still there. So I end up using 6 on this page. And I don't think that I use either of those little That's Just Lovely or the balloons actually say Big Yay. I don't think I end up using either of those pieces. But you can see I'm just pulling off the pieces that I think I want to use and laying them out. I've got little bowls up the top of my desk there, and then I remembered I had these little vanilla bunnies. I'm like, they're so cute. So I'm going to add 2 of those. I'm going to build 2 clusters. Pretty sure he gets moved. Yeah, he gets moved up. And I love that they're facing 2 different ways, and that he fits up there perfectly next to the T. And I'm going to build my clusters around those rabbits. So you can see I've got 2 of the wooden buttons so far, 1 in each. I'm like, how many of these wooden buttons can I get on? Trying to balance colour, trying to balance the size of the buttons, and trying to get sentiments or images that work. So I'm pretty sure I've got a camera, I've got a heart. I end up with an arrow, and I think the other 2 that I put on are just patterns from memory. Just mucking around with placement because, you know, we've got to get it exactly right. Anyway, the camera came off. Maybe the camera goes back on. I can't remember. I did make this a little while ago. Okay, so they're obviously the ones I'm sticking with. I have a big glass bowl on my table, on my desk, that has just random bits and pieces in it. And so it's got these little sentiment, they're not stickers, they're cut apart. I don't even know where they're from, but I'm going to add 6 of these. I think I go with 2 to each cluster and then 2 right down the bottom there. I can't even remember what they say. You'll be able to see it in the close-ups if you can't see it here. I think one of them says better together, which is too funny. I think one says oh dear or something to that effect. And so I've just stuck everything down. I think I forgot to record the last bits and pieces. I've gone back over with my white India ink as well, just to add some splatters. You can see I got some on the photos and it's gone green. So fun fact, whatever is, yeah, somehow the white India ink has reacted with my photo printing and my photo paper. Colourful memories, oh my goodness. But yes, that is my layout. I had lots of fun creating this one. It was super fun using a traveller's notebook on a traditional 12 by 12 page. I would love to see what you created with any of these traveller's notebooks cut files. I've got traveller's notebooks here and I really want to get into them. So make sure you head over to the Cut to You HQ group and share away. As always, thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it, for you stopping and spending your time with me. And I will see you again with another share very soon. Take care.